Hola amigos. Today we're going to go over the verbs ser and estar. It's going to be a long one, but bear with me. First, we know that ser and estar both mean to be, but they're like comparing apples and oranges. Yes, they're both fruit, but they're extremely different. They're used in very different cases and often mean very different things. And they both have irregular forms. Just to recap, our regular forms of ser are soy, eres, es, somos, sois, son. And our forms of estar are estoy, estás, está, estamos, estáis, están. Now, if you want to put these in a verb tree, the first three go down the left, soy, eres, es. The second three go down the right, somos, sois, son. Same with estar. Estoy, estás, está on the left, estamos, estáis, están on the right. So to go over the uses, ser tends to be for more permanent things where estar tends to be for more temporary things. I remember the forms of ser with the acronym doctor. We use it for description, occupation, characteristic, time, origin, and relationships. I'm going to go over each one of these individually, starting with description. For description, this is what you would say about someone if they asked, what is he or she like? But in a more physical sense. These are things that probably won't change easily. For example, someone's name, yo soy Raúl, I am Raúl. Or yo soy alta, morena y delgada, I am tall, dark-skinned, and thin. Now, these things can change. You can change your name. You can not be thin anymore. But it's not going to change easily. It usually takes something big or a lot of time. Occupation. Now, occupations are seen as lifelong careers and therefore more permanent than kind of in the United States we have the tradition of them being. Soy profesor de español. I am a Spanish teacher. Ellos son estudiantes. They are students. Students is your occupation when you are young. And mi padre es policía. My father is a police officer. Now, these things can change, but it either involves getting fired or making a life change or graduating, getting expelled. Those are pretty big events. Now, I also want you to notice that there's no indefinite articles used with occupations. Soy profesor, not soy un profesor. Characteristics. Now, these are also an answer to what is he or she like, but these tend to be the harder to see things. Amalia es inteligente, trabajadora y seria. Amalia is intelligent, hardworking, and serious. These describe her, but they're not as physical as much as the way people behave. Mi esposo es muy romántico. My husband is very romantic. Ser, we also use for time. This includes days, dates, and hours. For example, hoy es miércoles. Today is Wednesday. Mañana es mi cumpleaños. Tomorrow is my birthday. These things don't really change. Ahora es la 1:30. Right now, it's 1:30. And remember, with time, we use son in the plural. Son las 5:25. It's 5:25. We use ser for origin. Origin is where we're from. For objects, this is the material that the object is from or what it's made of. Celia es de España. Celia is from Spain. We could also use a proper adjective. Adela es peruana. Adela is Peruvian. And for an object, mi anillo es de oro. My ring is gold, or it's from gold. It's made of gold. And the last reason, relationship. Even after someone dies or breaks up, the relationship is still there. Lynn es mi madre. Lynn is my mother. She'll always be my mother. Marcos es mi exnovio. Marcos is my ex-boyfriend. No matter how much time goes by, he's still going to be your ex-boyfriend. Andrés es católico. Andrés is Catholic. In Spanish, religion is seen as a relationship, so we use ser to describe it. For the uses of a star, I tend to use the acronym PLACE. Place is used to represent position, location, action, condition, and emotion. Once again, we're going to go over each one of these individually as well. Position. These are the physical position or posture of a person. Mi abuela está sentada. My grandmother is sitting down. Estoy acostada. I am lying down. So this is the actual physical position. You could use it for standing up, estoy de pie, upside down, inside out, any position. To talk about where things are, that would be location. And this can be permanently, temporarily, actually, or conceptually. Now, location is a lot of times permanent, but we still use a star to describe it. El baño está a la derecha de la sala. The bathroom is to the right of the living room. It will always be there, but because it's location, we use a star. Estamos en el café. We are at the cafe. Mi abuelo está en la luna. This is a colloquial expression. My grandfather is on the moon, or in other words, he's out of it. He's lost. Action. This is when we use a star to form the present progressive tense, which usually involves a form of a star, estoy, plus an NDO form, known as a present participle. For example, the NDO form of lavar, to wash, is lavando. Estoy lavando los platos. I'm washing los platos sucios. I am washing the dirty dishes. Estamos escribiendo correos electrónicos. We are writing emails. So we have a form of a star followed by an NDO form. Condition. This can be physical or mental. For example, estoy cansada esta mañana. I'm tired this morning. It's a condition. It's the state I'm in. Mis niños están enfermos hoy. My children are sick today. In addition to condition, one more. Mi madre está un poco loca. My mother is acting a little crazy. We use a star with loca because she's only temporarily crazy. She's acting crazy right now. If she was legit crazy full time, that would be Sarah. In addition to conditions, we also have our emotions. This is how we feel. Estoy triste. I'm sad. Ella está contenta porque no hay prueba hoy. She's happy because there is no quiz today. Now, there will be a lot of overlap in these. For example, some people might put tired as a way they feel. To shortcut the uses of a star, I often say how you feel and where you are is when you use the verb estar. So we use it for locations, positions, feelings, emotions. Now, ser and estar are so similar that we can use the same words with each one, but some of their meanings change. I'm not going to go over all of these, but I will go over the first one to explain. For example, aburrido. Aburrido means bored or boring. Ser, being more permanent, is the way to describe something as boring. For example, I could say, esta presentación es aburrida. This presentation is boring. However, if I use a star, that makes it temporary. I could say, estoy aburrido. I'm bored. I'm bored right now, temporarily, but this presentation will always be boring. So the ser tends to be the more permanent things. A star tends to be the more temporary things. So let's practice. I'm going to go through these pretty quickly. You can always pause if you need a little extra time. Nosotros, ser or estar, en la escuela. For this one, I'm going to use estamos for location. We are at school. Tú, that should be eres or estás, alegre. Alegre is a feeling, so we go with estar. Yo, inteligente. We know inteligente means intelligent. That is a way to describe someone. So I'm going to use soy. Yo soy inteligente. Cristina, enferma. Enferma means sick. Sick is something you temporarily are. Cristina está enferma. That's her condition. Yo, bien. I and well. Estoy. I feel well. It's an emotion or a condition depending on if it's emotional or physical. Mi papá preocupado. Preocupado means preoccupied or worried. That is an emotion. Mi papá está preocupado. Ustedes simpáticos. For those of you that remember your words, simpáticos means nice. So we'd say, ustedes son simpáticos. Tú en el gimnasio. Tú estás en el gimnasio. You are located in the gym. Location. Nosotros guapos. Guapos means good looking, so we would say, nosotros somos guapos. Ella, mi hermana. Hermana is a relationship, so we'd say, ella es mi hermana. Ellos cansados. Ellos están cansados. It's a condition, tired. Usted contento. Contento means happy. That's an emotion. Usted está contento. El rubio. Rubio means blonde. That is a description. Él es rubio. Tú, interesante. Interesante is interesting, which would be either a description or a characteristic. Either way, it's going to be ser. Tú eres interesante. Nosotros, altos. Altos meaning tall is a description. Nosotros somos altos. Yolanda, emocionada. Emocionada means excited. This is her current state or her condition. Yolanda está emocionada. Yo, triste. Triste means sad. Hopefully that's something I'm only temporarily. Yo estoy triste. I guess if I was permanently sad as part of my persona, I could use soy, but that's just sad. Ellos, estudiantes. Estudiantes, meaning students, is your occupation when you're younger. It's what occupies your time. So we use ser. Ellos son estudiantes. Last one, promise. Ella, delgada. Delgada means thin or skinny, so we use a form of ser because that's a description. Ella es delgada. Ellas mexicanas. Mexicanas means Mexican, which is your origin. So ellas son mexicanas. You'll notice in these last four, they're super similar. Tú en Ridgefield. En Ridgefield means in Ridgefield. That's your location. Tú estás en Ridgefield. Tú de Ridgefield. De Ridgefield means from Ridgefield. That's your origin. Pedro, aburrido. Boring. Boring is something that he would be permanently. Pedro es aburrido. Aburrido, bored, would be estar. Pedro está aburrido. I know we went over a lot today, but ser and estar, the difference is very important, so keep practicing. Remember, estar is how you feel and where you are. That's when you use the verb estar. Pretty much everything else is ser. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, happy studying, spuds.